Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
What important instructions and leadership examples of Srila Prabhupada do you feel have to be preserved and shared for the longevity and solidarity of ISKCON into the future? Actually, every single instruction of Srila Prabhupada is of absolute importance and has to be preserved. However, I personally feel that 3 instructions to be of ultimate importance. And those 3 instructions are: no matter whatever happens, don't leave ISKCON. The second one is, your love for me will be shown by how you cooperate with each other. And the third instruction is, the GBC is the ultimate managing authority of ISKCON. So personally, I consider that these 3 instructions are extremely important, and these 3 instructions are the key to our involvement in ISKCON and the solidarity among the devotees of ISKCON and the continuity of ISKCON in future. No matter whatever happens, don't leave ISKCON. Why? Because if we are serious about our spiritual life, then our remaining in ISKCON, our remaining in the association of devotees is very, very essential, is absolutely essential. Because without the association of devotees, there is no possibility of maintaining our spiritual life. I have seen very advanced devotees, very serious devotees, very exemplary in their sadhana. When they drifted away from ISKCON, I saw gradually how they drifted away from spiritual life. Their spiritual life was practically lost. Now, on the other hand, if we are in the association of devotees, then our spiritual life is safe. Like, even if we are in the association of a new bhakta, our spiritual life will be safe. How? If Maya attacks us, but if we are in the association of a devotee, the devotee will remind us, or the presence of the devotee will make us think twice about that, succumbing to the allurement of Maya. If Maya comes and if we are deviating, even a new devotee, new bhakta, will tell us, oh Prabhu, Maharaj, what are you doing? You shouldn't do that. So this is how powerful the association of devotees is. In that respect, Prabhupada once told me that Maya is Krishna's energy. And it is very, very difficult to surmount. Mama Maya Durattaya. Daivi Hesha Gunamai, Mama Maya Durattaya. Because Maya is Krishna's potency, Krishna's energy. Whereas the association of devotees is also Krishna's energy. But association of devotees is Krishna's internal potency, whereas Maya is Krishna's external potency. So if we are in the association of devotees, then Maya cannot do anything, because association of devotees is Krishna's internal potency. So what ISKCON is providing us is the association of devotees. What ISKCON is providing us is the spiritual platform where we are actually situated. We are situated in Krishna's internal potency when we are in the association of devotees, when we are in ISKCON. That's why it is very important that we always remember that we should never ever leave ISKCON. No matter how difficult the situation may be, we should just stay on. We should just tolerate and continue to remain in ISKCON. Then the second instruction, your love for me will be shown by how you cooperate with each other. Because our cooperation is very important, that devotees cooperate together in order to spread Krishna consciousness, in order to promote Krishna consciousness. So that is why Prabhupada gave that instruction. Actually, those days everybody loved Srila Prabhupada with all his heart. Like Prabhupada's attraction was so wonderful that whoever came in contact with Srila Prabhupada just fell in love with Srila Prabhupada. So love for Srila Prabhupada was prevailing in a most wonderful way. But at that time, Prabhupada just pointed out that if you really love me, then you cooperate. And I can tell you the background of that. Every afternoon at 3 o'clock, Tamal Krishna Maharaj used to go to Srila Prabhupada, who was Srila Prabhupada's secretary at that time. He used to go with the letters and read those letters out to Srila Prabhupada. The letters that Srila Prabhupada received, Tamal Krishna Maharaj used to read them out to Srila Prabhupada, and then Prabhupada used to dictate how to answer those questions, how to answer those letters. So one day, there was a beautiful letter from one devotee. At that time, Prabhupada was in Vrindavan. Prabhupada's health condition was quite bad. So devotees used to write to Srila Prabhupada, pouring their hearts, affection and love and respect for him. So this devotee wrote a beautiful letter offering his own lifespan to Srila Prabhupada so that Srila Prabhupada could continue to stay. Please take my life. I pray to Krishna that he takes my life to allow you to carry on, allow you to stay with us, allow you to stay here and continue to offer your spiritual magnanimity to this world. I mean, I was sitting there every evening, most of the evening, afternoons I used to do that. When Tamal Krishna Maharaj used to come with the letters, I used to sit down and listen to them. And so when Tamal Krishna Maharaj was reading that letter and when I was listening, I was feeling so happy. I mean, I was feeling such overwhelming emotion. That what a beautiful letter. But Prabhupada's response to that was very surprising. Prabhupada just told at that time that actually not through these words that you are going to show your love to me. Your love will be shown to me by how you cooperate with each other. And I mean, this came with such a realization that our sweet words, beautiful emotions is not really what Prabhupada really cared for. Prabhupada's main concern was how this movement will continue in the future. And that's why he made that statement. If you really love me, you show your love through your cooperation with other devotees to spread this movement. And Prabhupada knew that it is going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to cooperate. It's extremely difficult to cooperate in a society like ours. We may cooperate with somebody, but often we'll find situations that it becomes impossible to cooperate. But Prabhupada said, do it, show your love for me through your cooperation. Tolerate those difficulties for the sake of your love for me and continue to cooperate. Because our real success in spreading Krishna consciousness lies in our cooperation. The more we cooperate, the more successful we will be, more effectively this movement will spread all over the world. And then Prabhupada pointed out that GBC is the ultimate managing authority. This instruction is so important that Prabhupada in his will, his first statement actually, this is the first point that Srila Prabhupada is making, that in his absence in this world, the GBC is going to be the ultimate managing authority. And Prabhupada established that in such a wonderful way that he himself made a part of the GBC, although he is the founder Acharya. But he was one member of the GBC. This is how he actually established the importance of GBC. And why? Because in order to maintain an institution that is going to spread all over the world and function for thousands of years, we need an executive committee that will execute Srila Prabhupada's will. And in a collective way. The other consideration is, if we don't say that the GBC is not the ultimate managing authority, then we will find that an individual will try to become the ultimate managing authority of ISKCON. And the result is, the institution will fall apart. Just as it happened in Gauriya Math. During Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's time, Gauriya Math was such a thriving spiritual institution. It spread all over India, attracting the most brilliant personalities of that time. But after Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur left, they failed to accept the authority of the GBC, which Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur himself indicated, that form a governing body and continue the activities of the institution. But because they did not, then what happened? Different individuals tried to become the ultimate authority. And the result was the institution disintegrated. And as a result of that, we see preaching stopped. I heard that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave sannyas to 27 devotees. And not a single one of them fell down. But preaching stopped. Although they were carrying on preaching in their own way, they all had their ashram, they all had their preaching mission, they all were initiating, accepting disciples, but that massive preaching effect was not there. Why? Because they splintered in different groups. On the other hand, we see in ISKCON, although we have so many difficulties, although so many senior devotees have defected from the movement, but the institution is going on. The reason is that we are collectively managing the institution through a governing body commission. In that respect also, I can give an example. There was a time, you see, I was not a GBC during those days. Prabhupada didn't make me a GBC. I was a sannyasi. Prabhupada gave me sannyas, but I was not a GBC. And I was also not a guru. And things were happening in such a way at around that time. It was actually in mid-80s. Like, I became disgruntled. I became very disappointed with the way things were happening at that time. And it is not that the thought of leaving didn't occur to me. Yes, I did think, well, I can't continue in this institution the way things are going on. But what actually kept me in was these 3 instructions. No matter whatever happens, don't ever leave ISKCON. Your love for me will be shown how you cooperate. Although I was having personal difficulties, but I tried to follow that instruction and cooperate. And at times when I saw that the GBCs were making wrong decisions, GBCs were kind of passing resolutions which was not at all Krishna conscious. It was just individuals pushing through his personal agenda in a way like which was obvious that it is detrimental to Krishna consciousness. But still I accepted. Prabhupada said that the GBC is the ultimate managing authority. Therefore, whatever they decide, I am going to follow it. And in course of time, we saw how Prabhupada rectified everything.